Hello! At the time of this video, Shantae and the Seven Sirens will be releasing at the end of May. I wanted to start doing reviews for games anyway, but figured to start with the Shantae games to lead up to Seven Sirens. The first game I'll be covering is Risky's Revenge. This is from the DSi era and is the second game in the series, with the first being on Game Boy Color. That one is not available, so I'm starting with Risky's Revenge. While the game is on various platforms, I'll be basing my opinions off of the Steam version. Let's start off by talking about the graphics. They embrace a retro style for this game that reminds me of Game Boy Advance games. While they embrace a retro style, the pixel art seems to give depth to the scenery and detail to the characters. They also have an interesting approach to lighting. It's most noticeable in dungeons. You will see that as you get closer to the wall, Shantae's lighting becomes dim, and more so as you press against the wall. Another cool effect is in the first area, the forest is layered. You can see enemies running around, not only in the next layer, but may see enemies even further back than that. The story kicks off with Shantae's Uncle Mimic showing a newfound relic to some fellow explorers, which turns out to be a lamp. Risky Boots shows up and quickly snatches it. Afterwards, Shantae's uncle reveals that he knows what the lamp can be used for and has promised Shantae's mother not to speak of it. But you don't need to be a veteran in the series to know that lamps and free genies do not mix. Uncle Mimic goes on to mention that the lamp can't be used without 3 magic seals, so Shantae goes off to collect these seals. Shantae meets up with her friend Roddy Tops, looking for information. Roddy Tops uses some fancy zombie communication, the web, to find that there are 3 barons in the area that have those seals. The first dungeon, you take on Squid Baron, who is guilty of
dining and dashing.
The next dungeon is more of a gauntlet of baddies. The final baron has a fairly puzzle-oriented dungeon. You get some funny moments, like the mayor giving up on the town and agreeing to sell it. Roddy Tot's brothers demand coffee in exchange for their services to get into Hypno Baron's dungeon and get offended for getting a latte. For the gameplay, it's an action-adventure Metroidvania style game. Shantae's basic attack has her whip foes with her hair. Gross. You can buy 3 types of spells: fire balls, pike balls, and a thundercloud. You can't upgrade by simply purchasing them, but will require a number of magic jams. While they become more abundant later, they act as a barrier to limit you from just grabbing the best items and encourage experimentation. Or you can just go with the pike ball in magic regen. You also get 3 transformations. Monkey, that lets you climb walls and move in small spaces. I outsmarted the game! Stop! Elephant, that lets you smash through barriers. And Mermaid for exploring underwater. The only cons that stand out to me is that this game is short. I beat it in 6 hours at a leisurely pace. However, there are plenty of funny moments in the game. The controls are solid. I felt my inputs were always executed. I appreciate that you must find magic jam to get higher level abilities and experiment with other abilities, or you can just suck it up to get the triple spike ball and magic regen. While the game doesn't have a lot to track quests, there are plenty of hints. I largely enjoyed my time with the game as a fun little indie adventure. If you find it on sale on any mainstream platform, it won't disappoint. Thank you for your time.